Alright, hello YouTube, this is Ahi. So, this week's topic is that we will make a makeshift gang vocals. The gang vocals is a bit explicit, so if you are not okay with cussing, don't watch this tutorial, okay? So in any case, somebody was wondering how do you do real gang vocals. It's just that you take 3 to 10 people, put them in the room, and just put a mic in front of them and tell them to sing it. And it is most effective to use gang vocals only on short phrases, not on like whole verses or something. As you might know, making gang vocals with just one person just usually doesn't cut it. So what I did was that I asked on a Facebook forum if they would want to participate in gang vocals that are crowdsourced. And I said that the microphone or preamps or whatever they use, the quality doesn't matter. Don't edit the tracks or anything. Anyway, I got like 3 tracks from Jacob, 3 tracks from Paul, and 3 tracks from Geronimo, and 8 tracks from others. And I also did 8 tracks myself. Let's hear the clip first without the gang vocals.
Hey, dude, some just double parked your car. What? What do you mean I'll woke you up at 4 a.m.? Oh yeah, it is. Well anyway, let's see you later tonight, okay?
And there would have been the chorus. Okay, in a way the gang vocal track that I made before the tutorial sounds like this.
Hey, dude, some just double parked your car.
Fuck you too!
What? What do you mean I'll woke you up at 4 a.m.? Oh yeah, it is.
Fuck you too!
Well anyway, let's see you later tonight, okay?
It sounds like they are about in the same room and stuff like that. I'll just turn off all the processing on the gang vocal track and solo them. Okay, so I totally fucked up and accidentally forgot to put my own voice on solo save, so I just ruined like the whole video from this point on. So let's try it again. What I have here is that if I bypass the processing, the vocals sound like this.
Fuck you too!
And one by one, here's Paul's.
Fuck you too!
Here's Matit's.
Fuck you too!
Fuck you too!
Me.
Fuck you too! Fuck you too! Fuck you too! Fuck you too!
Okay, so as you can hear, they are very different in the emotion that they are delivering. And if you listen to Jacob's,
Fuck you too!
and then we compare it to the Geronimo's,
Fuck you too!
so they are delivering very different kind of emotion to the recording. And I wanted the vocal to be really aggressive, so I put myself,
Fuck you too!
Steven,
Fuck you too!
and Jacob in front.
Fuck you too!
And combined it sounds like this.
Fuck you too!
So those are the guys that are in the front row, you know, make the microphone distort a bit. And to simulate that, I used the free plugin from Ignite Audio. It's a tube screamer kind of stomp pedal. If we listen how it sounds with it and without it.
Fuck you too! Fuck you too!
So it's basically just making the... I used it also here.
Fuck you too! Fuck you too!
So it's basically making the signal sound like you are distorting the membrane or, you know, having bad gain staging, whatever. And for example, because some of the vocals are so very similar in execution, like Paul's for example.
Fuck you too!
it almost sounds like there is a chorus used on the vocals, which is something that you necessarily don't want. And there is the other end with Matits, where he sounds like he is doing multiple voices. So let's listen to that.
Fuck you too.
And with Geronimo, these are the kind of voices that you would have in the very back of the concert where they are, I don't really care about this band, but let's scream anyway.
Fuck you too.
So, if there was only 3 voices, I put them so that they are panned to hard left, hard right, and one in the center, like with Jacob, for example. One center, one hard left, one hard right. And when there was multiple, I just listened to, however they sounded, put the balances volume-wise, pan-wise, so that they are about the same in the stereo field. So let's check.
Fuck you too.
Yeah, so something like that. And, I started with just the basics, faders, everything in the mono. Because if everything sounds good in mono, it will sound good if you spread it out to stereo. And for the processing on Matit's voice, there is a problem that he has a bit of a proximity there. So let's listen to the clip without the plugin. I used the C1 SC with the depopper preset and just changed the frequency where there was the most proximity effect. And if you don't know what proximity effect is, it is the sound that you get when you blow into your microphone. So let's listen to it without the plugins.
Fuck you too.
You can hear the really warm breath, the coming through. So if we turn them back on.
Fuck you too. Fuck you too.
And let's compare.
Fuck you too.
You can see that now it sounds like it was recorded a bit more afar, and that was the thing that I was after. Mostly it was just panning volume, as you can see. I used the the tube screamer modeling on some voices, and on the bass, let's check what we have here. So I have the CLA 1176 compressor first, which is just to even out the levels. Okay, so let's solo the vocals and listen how it sounds.
Fuck you too.
So this was without, and this is with it.
Fuck you too.
Okay, and then we have the Kramer tape, which is a saturation emulation, and it is basically just to bring down the highs just a bit. Nothing too special, but let's listen first without, then with it.
Fuck you too. Fuck you too.
Just to sound like it was recorded back in the day when there was C cassettes and everything. Then we have the Waze R box, which is just to bring the mids up just a bit. And first without, then with it.
Fuck you too. Fuck you too.
Yeah, something, not too special about it. It's just to compress it up just a bit. Then I have a reverb, but let's not put that there first. So let's listen to it first without all the plugins in the master, in the sub bus, and then let's turn the back on with the music.
Some just double up your car.
Fuck you too.
As you might hear, it's really pointy, like pa pa pa. When I want it to be like da da da, like in your face, like all the time, instead of just a few words that are really, or some syllables that are really popping out. So let's listen to it again.
Some just double up your car.
Fuck you too.
It gives it a bit more sustain and even level, so that it sounds like really aggressive gang. But anyway, let's go back to the vocal thing. I said that I have a reverb there. It's something that you might like or might not like. So first let's listen to it without it.
Fuck you too!
And then with it.
Fuck you too!
And I'm not using a send because I'm only using it on the gang vocals, so it's really low in the wet dry settings. It's on 20%. I tried it out with 50 first, but I personally didn't really like it,
Fuck you too!
as it's a really short blade. And so let's listen to it in context with the reverb.
Some just double fucked your car.
Yeah, so gives it a bit more space kind of feel. And then lastly I have an EQ there. The curve is really simple. The high pass filter is just so that it gives you less of that feeling that the gang is really close and you don't get this really warm sound. Because when you go much further from the microphone you lose that low end when you are there. Anyway, and then there is the mid boost at 5K just to bring it up, you know, more in your face. So let's listen to it first without the EQ, then with the EQ. And once again, you know, if you like that it has a bit more low end, then keep it that way. And if you like it with less mid-range, keep it that way. It's all about how you like it. There is no rules, there is just good music.
Hey, dude, some just double fucked your car. What do you mean I'll woke you up at 4 a.m.? Oh yeah, it is. Well anyway, let's see you later tonight, okay?
Okay, so basically now we have heard that what you can do with crowdsourced vocals. And you know, the good thing about this is that if you think someone is way too upfront, like Jacob for example, I can just mute it. Or me. And if someone sounds too British, like Adam, you know, there is multiple variations that you can do with this. So if I do it like this, I can get it to sound like there is only a few persons. And if I wanted to have more mass, you know, something like this. And if I wanted to sound like it was in the beginning. Yeah. Anyway, I hope you really enjoyed this tutorial. If you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, please do so. I make new videos every week. And please comment down below what did you think of this video and what videos do you want to see in the future. I thank you for watching and make good music. And my mixer looks like this. So I have set the levels for the tracks so that it sounded good to me, you know. Didn't have anything on, just used faders up and down, then panned them so that they are a bit wider. And if they had only 3 vocals, then 1 in the center, 2 in the one left, 1 right. Yeah, very basic stuff. So they are delivering very different kind of emotion to the recording.